Hello there. Hi, everybody. Oh, we in the soul garden. I'm closing it down for the season. Well, not all the way down. Y'all see me running out here in the snow, feeding my birds, but I'm fixing them a meal now. And you know what I was thinking about? Because my son, Mike Larry baby, is here with his fiance and her daughter, which is now my granddaughter. And Jean was letting the water out of the fountain because it's that time. That's when we let it out. When that first, frost causes the glaze over the top of ice, then it's time to say, goodbye. Put the fountain down. But let's see if I can show you these things. They don't let you turn around. Maybe I'll turn the phone around. So this is some of the feeders, and this is my basket. So this is really what I wanted to talk about, is baskets, containers. And I was thinking about how baskets have held the sustenance for life ever since probably baskets were conceived, right? I imagine looking at, like ladies, maybe looking at something like that, with these leaves like this, and then thinking about, okay, because we don't want to, we want to reuse and repurpose. And that wasn't just a slang that wasn't just a term for people with money that can eat vegan and sustainable and so on and so forth. We were vegan and we were eating sustainable, and we were doing all of the things that's being done now before, because there's nothing really new under the sun, which brings me back to these baskets and what all baskets hold. And I thought about myself as a basket and all that I hold, and what all I carry, what is it that truly matters for me when I talk about joy or talking about happiness, and one thing that I have learned through a life of difficulty and heartbreak and triumph and joy and ecstasy, is that you set your goals, sure, according to your gifts and talent and your calling, yes, but just for the living of life, keep it simple as much as you possibly can. Keep it simple. The less complicated what you love is, the more love you can have in your life. If you find something that needs love, give it love and watch it grow. That's why my garden contains both roses, beautiful roses, and arbor vitae and all that good stuff, but also the seeds from the bird seed, that make the corn grow like this. I let it grow. And I love it. I find a reason to love, because like Earth, Wind, and Fire said, if it ain't no beauty, you have to make some beauty. You have to build the capacity to love. You know what you like, and sometimes what you like, it determines what you love. But if you think about what Meister Eckhart said, the God, oh my goodness, damn it. What is it? He said something about the eye with which I see God is the eye with which God sees me. That's what he said. And so I, with my eyes of God, seeing these creations, loves what I see in its own unique beauty. Not if it, causes my lawn, let me show you, causes it not to be perfectly, landscaped. But I love when I come out here and I know these elephant ear looking things are not elephant ears, these right here. I know that they have some deep, hard, strong roots. But when I'm feeling uncertain and when I'm wondering how I'm going to get through a thing, I could put my hand on those and I can draw energy from those long, thick roots and know that I am made strong by that which I love. And so I love my faux elephant ears. I just, I know in these times, life is, everything has to be in a few seconds. And, I decided, at first I was like, well, you shouldn't make videos anymore because, you talk so long and stuff sometimes when the spirit is upon you. You talk so long and you need to be able to give them wisdom in 30 seconds or 60 or whatever TikTok or Twitter or whomever says. You need to be able to distill your knowledge into something that you can say quickly, which I see it done and they really something. But for me, my words have a vibration that comes up from my solar plexus and my womb that passes through my heart and my throat, where it is met from my spirituality and my imagery. And it meets and it rises up and comes out of this mouth. And when it comes like that, it has a lot of power. And so I have to do it the way that I'm guided and directed to do. I can't meet the standards of social media. So if you're in a hurry, you came to the wrong place. And I haven't done a talk in quite a while. Been just observing, But we're moving into the season of gratitude. And I just want to say to you about that. I understand what the man did to our indigenous folk here when they came upon this Turtle Island. I understand that. I'm not talking about that. That's them co-opting a spirit or energy that's already here, that was here before we were here, humans. It's the energy of gratitude, and how gratitude is a fertilizer for the soul. And so on that day, when you are experiencing gratitude for the things that you've gained, the things you've lost, the things you've earned, the things you've learned, who you love and who you don't, when you experience gratitude for the bitter and the sweet, when you find in the bitter the lesson, that's the sweet. And in everything, there is a lesson if you look. So that gratitude energy is what is upon us. And we came through that powerful lunar eclipse. That one didn't come to play, did it? It didn't come to play. People use that energy to make their transitions. People use that energy to dig up painful things from their subconscious to bring up to be healed. People use that energy to find and make mysterious love with mysterious things and ideas and people. It's powerful and it lasts. It's not just something because it happened in the sky that night. It had an energy coming to that point, and it has an energy now that that point has passed. And so we're still kind of in the throes. And so we're looking around and seeing what lays dying on the ground. What did we lose? What do we have to transition? You know, some of you are in deep pain. This has been difficult for you. I have known deep pain. I have crawled on the ground and howled at the moon in pain. I know pain. But if you go through it with your heart open and say, yes, this is a painful thing, but it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make this a wrong thing. It makes it a difficult thing. And I will walk through it honestly, openly, in pain. I'm not fine. No, I'm not fine. I may not be fine. You know, if you look on my Facebook page, I told them we're in the season. I may be on here unfriending people. I may be ranting. I may be raving. I may be crying. I may be laughing. I may be singing. You know, it's that time. Go with it. Go with it. Give up the need to sneak for your power. You know what I mean by that? Give up the need to be perfect, to be approved of. It's all right to pause in a conversation. You ain't got to be talking 100 miles a minute. Shit. As I'm walking, you know, I'm stimulating the neurons and synapses and all that other stuff that's in there, that wonderful web that's in my mind, in my brain. My heart is creating a rhythm in sync with my steps. So it's ordering my steps. My inner rhythm is ordering my outer steps, as it should be, right? This is amazing life. It's a beautiful thing. In its mystery, it can be awesome, and we can feel like we have destroyed our own home and be very afraid. Or we can know that we are in a great cycle of many things ending. Whether or not we're going to be one of those that end remains to be seen. But in the grieving hours, walks, real deep, soulful, meaningful songs, slow and rhythmic, tears, warm food that are the colors of the season, like squashes and pumpkins and greens. For the evergreens, you have your collards and chards and things. Burgundy, like beets. If you want to remember life is a good thing, go to the produce section of the grocery store. If you're in pain or you're afraid, if you lost someone, if you lost something somewhere, if you, whatever ails you, go to the grocery store. Don't worry about whether it's organic or not organic, whether they done sprayed the poisons on it or whatever, but for the fruit in and of itself, what it is, because it still has its soul. So go there and let your eyes rest on the colors. All the colors of the fruits and the vegetables. And the way that they have them arranged in stacks and piles and baskets full of oranges and yellows and greens and blues and reds, and realize it's not just one, but it's 75. It's not just two, but it's 1,000 grapes in that thing, in that bin, looking at you all plump and juicy. And realize that is the universe speaking to you about its abundance, about its power, how it can bring things up from the root or reach things down from the tree, as above, so below, and between. And so you go in there and you look. You could be pushing a car and pretending like you in there looking for something, but you in there doing a walking meditation in abundance. And know, in one bell pepper, all those little seeds in there. That's like your mind. You have so many ideas, so many thoughts, in your heart, so many feelings. My goodness, you're rich. You're beautiful and abundant. As within, so without. Look at them and know that that too is you, and all your beauty and abundance, and the colors are within you and your chakras. Isn't it wonderful? And just know that this season, whatever it is bringing you, joy and happiness, or love or loss and fear and hate or hope, whatever it is bringing you, opportunities or failure, it will pass. It will pass. So don't deny its existence. Give voice to your grief. Give voice to your pain, Let it have its say. Do it. Dance it, sing it, write it, cry it. Talk to somebody that won't, be glad you're in pain. Give it a space to exist. It feeds something in the universe. And we are conduits for it. So if we deny it, don't deny it. If we deny it, then something else is not getting the nutrients it needs. So now we are not participating in the process. So let it be. My fingers are cold. And I still got, look, I showed you all the